I cannot even smell the perfume. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've been using this EUCERIN Elasticity Filler Oil for the past 3 months, and I think that I'm finally ready to give you my final verdict on it. So as always, let's first start with claims and ingredients. Okay, so EUCERIN claims that this facial oil is nourishing and comforting, that it improves elasticity and supports resilience, makes the skin feel smooth and look radiant, and it's also non-comedogenic and lightly fragranced. Now, this is indeed non-comedogenic, and there are no comedogenic ingredients, and perfume is listed last in the ingredient list, so that means that there is not much of it, and it is indeed lightly fragranced. Now let's see what ingredients are going to make the skin feel smooth and radiant. The main, if I can say so, anti-aging ingredients here are argan oil, vitamin E, and ladies' Thrisle Oil. Argan oil contains up to 80% essential fatty acids. The body uses fatty acids to produce and repair cell membranes and strengthen the skin. Argan oil is also rich in vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant, and that brings me to the next ingredient, and that is the pure form of vitamin E. So yeah, not only did you have vitamin E as part of argan oil, but there's actually vitamin E in this oil as a separated ingredient. Vitamin E, as I said already, is a powerful antioxidant that fights the free radicals and protects the collagen in the skin, and that itself is slowing down the aging process. And the last anti-aging ingredient is ladies' Thrisle Oil, and that is a common ingredient in anti-aging skincare. It contains linoleic acid, an omega-6 fatty acid, and is known to nourish the skin and improve radiance. Other ingredients include emollients, one preservative, and, as I said already, perfume. Now, if you are sensitive to perfume, then be warned, but know that it is listed last in the ingredient list, which means that there's not a lot of it, and you can barely smell it. The oil itself is very lightweight, and it's really easily spreadable on the skin, and it gets absorbed pretty quickly by the skin, and it leaves a nice, lovely, glowy finish, which you will see in a minute when I apply it on the face. So you first have to press the pump to pick up the product, and yeah, so here I am applying a little bit too much, but I will explain that later on, and I will explain why I did it this way. But anyways, so here's the effect on the skin. Nice and lovely, subtle glow. I think this is perfect for anyone who has dry skin, and here I will show you the before and after, right after applying this oil. So yeah, you can definitely see the effect here, and it's not greasy looking. It does not leave a greasy finish at all, so I think that this is perfect for anyone with dry skin. Okay, now let me give you my final verdict on this oil. I love it because it's lightweight, it's not too heavy on the skin, it absorbs pretty quickly into the skin. It leaves you with that lovely glow on the skin, but it's not greasy looking. And it does what it says it does. It gives you a glow without making you look greasy. So it's a win-win situation for me here. When I was buying this oil, I thought that it was an oil serum, and I thought that it was supposed to reduce wrinkles for you. But then when I looked at the claims, I realized that this was only slowing down the aging, and they actually came up with another serum for this line. So yeah, I guess this isn't the serum. This is just facial oil that you're going to use as the last step in your skincare routine. So yeah, bottom line is it's not reducing wrinkles, it's just slowing down the aging. Okay, now let's see how to use this oil exactly. I was using it instead of a night cream in the evening, and I was applying only this oil to my face for the past 3 months because I wanted to see the effect of this oil solely on my skin. I didn't want it to interfere with any other product. So that's why I used it that way, because I wanted to make a valid review for you guys. But I don't recommend that you use it that way. I personally think that it's a much better option to first apply, for example, a hydrating serum and then a moisturizer, and put this oil last. I think this should be a last step in your skincare routine, and that is usually how oils are used. But as I said already, I made an exception here because I wanted to see the effect of this oil only because I was doing the review. If you apply this oil only to your skin, then you will need a lot to cover your face. But if you apply it last on top of a moisturizer, then you will need only 3 drops. Just pat it on and you'll be good to go. So that's my recommendation on how you should use this oil. Okay, now let's see, who is this oil for? Who can use it? Now, generally speaking, this line of EUCERIN is meant for deeper wrinkles and more mature skin. That's how they promote it. But based on the ingredients, I don't see why wouldn't anyone younger use it who has dry skin, for example. People use retinoids in their 20s, and I don't see why wouldn't anyone younger use this oil. There's absolutely nothing here that can harm your skin. And when people hear that something is for more mature skin, they usually get afraid and they think that it's going to harm their skin. But in most cases, that's not the case. So yeah, my recommendation would be that you can use this even if you are in your 20s or 30s and you have dry skin. You can definitely use it and you will definitely see a lot of benefit from this. Or if you have normal skin type and you need a little bit of extra moisture and extra, what's the word? Extra care, I guess, extra care in the winter, then this will definitely, again, come in handy for you. And even though this oil is non-comedogenic, I still wouldn't recommend it for oily skin types. But that's because oily skin types generally do not need oils, and that's simply why I don't recommend it for oily skin types. But it's not comedogenic, just so you know. It's not comedogenic and it's not going to harm you, but I just think that it's going to be a little bit too much for anyone who has oily skin type. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it for oily skin types, but if you are dry, you can definitely use it. Or if you're normal and you need, if you have normal skin type and you need a little bit of extra moisture and extra care in the winter, then this oil will help you out a lot. Okay, now let me discuss the fragrance concern. This does have perfume in it and it's listed last. So when you look at the ingredients list, the first ingredient listed has the highest concentration and the last ingredient listed has the lowest concentration. And perfume here is listed last. So that means that there is not a lot of perfume here. And when I smell it, I cannot even smell the perfume. No, for real, I cannot even smell the perfume, so there's not a lot of fragrance in this. So the chances are that if you're not sensitive to fragrance, you won't even notice anything. But I'm mentioning this just because I know that some people are sensitive to fragrances. So if you are sensitive to fragrances, be warned, this does have a little bit of fragrance in it. Okay, so yeah, that would be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you learned something new today and heard something helpful. I don't know. Either way, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.